Hey, what's up guys, it's Renaldo here. So this video is going to focus on the Minister of Correctional Services, Dr. Pieter Groenewald, and the insane difference that he has been making since being appointed the minister. Now there are two examples, and the first one is the fact that under a tender in South Africa, a loaf of bread for correctional services for the prisons cost the taxpayer 24 Rand and 50 cents. Now please, take note. If you walk into a supermarket right now, you will pay anywhere between 18 Rand to 22 Rand for a loaf of bread. And yet, when you have a tender that is asking to place an order in bulk, you pay anywhere between 4 to 6 Rand more. Where in your life have you heard that when you want to order in bulk, you have to pay more than if you just actually had to send somebody to go and pick it up at the supermarket? Well, Minister Groenewald looked at that and went, nee, not under my watch. That is what Dr. Pieter Groenewald has done. And then the second thing, which I would argue is even more of a shocker, is the fact that foreign nationals that have been arrested, that it's awaiting trial, or that is in jail right now, is costing taxpayers 13.5 million Rand every single day. Now let's go a little bit into the details and look at the article on Newsday. But before we do, please be sure to subscribe to this channel. It's absolutely free. It won't cost you anything, as well as smashing the like button and sharing this video with your friends and family. It'll be greatly appreciated. Let's have a look. Now, firstly, I have to thank Newsday for this article, but also I have to thank Mike Sham from State of the Nation's YouTube channel for having an interview with Dr. Pieter Groenewald and getting to the bottom of this. So shout out to Mike. I will link his YouTube channel in the description below. But here Newsday is writing, a man without a bakery made R1 million a month selling bread to South African prisons. I mean, the rot in this country goes deep. Correctional Services Minister Pieter Groenewald said that we were paying 24.50 for a loaf of bread on a tender, making a contractor without a bakery very rich. Groenewald shared this information during an interview with Mike Sham on the State of the Nation podcast about the state of prisons in South Africa. Link in the description below. He said that when he became the minister, one of his priorities was self-sufficiency. To ensure self-sufficiency, the bakeries were part of it, he said. After he took the reins, he looked at their procurement budgets. We were paying 24.50 for a loaf of bread on a tender, and I said that's impossible. I mean, if you go to a supermarket or anywhere else that is top-end price, it was more expensive than retail. After investigating the issue, Groenewald discovered that the person who received the tender to supply bread did not have a bakery. Caders! But okay. What he did was subcontract it out for, say, 15 Rand a loaf, so he was pocketing R1 million a month doing absolutely nothing. I stopped that, he said. As minister, he launched an initiative to establish internal bakeries across correctional facilities to lower operational costs. Offenders now bake bread for their own consumption in our own bakeries, reducing costs to taxpayers, he said. We now produce a loaf of bread for 8 Rand. At this moment, we are almost 97% self-sufficient in bread. He added that they have also launched other initiatives, including growing their own vegetables and other agricultural activities. This saved South African taxpayers over 202 million Rand in the last financial year, with more to come as the program is ramped up. Now, saving more money by sending foreign criminals back to their home countries, and this is the shocking part. Another initiative to save South African taxpayers money is to send foreign criminals and detainees awaiting trial back to their home countries. Groenewald said that there's overcrowding in South African prisons, which is made worse by 28,000 foreign nationals who are inmates. The running cost for a prisoner per day is 482 Rand for the taxpayer. Foreign nationals cost South African taxpayers 13.5 million Rand per day, he said. To address this problem, he is working on a program where many foreigners who are in South Africa prisons can be deported to their home countries. However, this required legislative amendments because current laws require that people awaiting trial be kept in South African jails. I mean, we need to do something about this. Why must taxpayers always be the one to foot the bills with regards to these stupid things? It goes on and on, but that was the crux of this topic. All right, so to all of you out there that either say, what has the Freedom Front Plus done, or the Freedom Front Plus is too small to vote for, well, I present to you the best performing minister in the GNU, and guess what? He is a Freedom Front Plus minister. He has saved taxpayers 202 million rand in one financial year. He's managed to bring the cost of bread that they purchased down from 24 rand 50 cents to 8 rand, making the inmates bake their own bread, and they're going to grow their own vegetables. And further to that, he's also going to save taxpayers 13.5 million rand a day in South Africa. So when you want to talk about what has the Freedom Front Plus done, well, this is what they are doing. Now, please compare what he is doing to any of the other ministers that you think are doing an amazing job. Please, I'm all ears. But you see, once again, people are so stuck on a political party telling them, oh, where they govern better than anybody else. Well, okay. What did John Steenhuisen do? Okay. Name any other minister and how well they are doing compared to Dr. Pieter Groenewald. Now, just imagine for a second if we had 10 to 12 Dr. Pieter Groenewalds as ministers in this country. Well, that is what you can get if you just decide to put your bias aside and decide to vote based on your values and principles. So ultimately, you can stand on your pedestal and say that, oh, this party is not big enough to make a difference. But with the limited resources that this political party have, the Freedom Front Plus, with one minister, they are managing to outperform all the other ministers. Now, please, I'm all ears to hear what your excuse is as to why you cannot vote for this political party. But well done to Dr. Pieter Groenewald, well done to the Freedom Front Plus, because once again, they clearly demonstrate that if you give them the power, they will make a difference. They will save taxpayers money. And ultimately, in the case with correctional services, guess what? The holiday is over. No more just waiting for your bread to arrive or for your vegetables to arrive. You will bake it yourself and you will grow it yourself. No more holidays in jail. Well done to Dr. Pieter Groenewald and the Freedom Front Plus. And that's all I've got to say. Thank you so much for tuning in. Please be sure to smash that like button, share this video far and wide. Don't forget to subscribe. It's absolutely free. It won't cost you anything. However, if you'd like to financially contribute to this channel, you can do so by clicking on the $ below, choosing an amount, and thank you very much for that. Or you can become a Voortzakker, which is a member of this channel, and you can do that by clicking the join button below, and that'll be greatly appreciated. And that's all I got to say, everybody. Till later. Cheers and peace out.
You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre. My massacre. You don't even know me, but every time you see me, you say I went my massacre. My massacre.